The true origin of Pennywise, the darkest secret of it. When people think of Pennywise the Dancing Clown, they usually picture a red balloon floating down a dark storm drain, a twisted grin, and a haunting voice calling to children. But what if I told you that Pennywise isn't really a clown at all? That it's something far older, more powerful, and far beyond the limits of human understanding. Today, we're diving deep into the horrifying origin of Pennywise, one of the most terrifying creations in all of fiction, and exploring the cosmic mythology that Stephen King built around it.
They showed me the pain.
The birth of it. To understand where Pennywise comes from, we need to go back, not just centuries or millennia, but to the very creation of the universe itself. In Stephen King's multiverse, it is a cosmic entity that predates human existence by eons. Pennywise is not a ghost or a demon in the traditional sense. It is an ancient, interdimensional being that originated in a realm outside our reality, known as the Macroverse. According to King's novelet, this creature arrived on Earth during prehistoric times, long before humans ever walked the planet. It crashed to Earth in a cataclysmic event, landing where the town of Derry, Maine would eventually be built. From that moment on, Pennywise made Derry its home, sleeping for decades or centuries at a time before awakening to feed on fear, especially the fear of children.
Peanuts, cotton candy, hot dogs.
The true form, beyond the clown. The name Pennywise and the clown appearance are merely disguises, a mask designed to attract victims. Pennywise is actually a manifestation of an incomprehensible force, known simply as it. Its true form cannot be seen or understood by human eyes. When people come close to perceiving what it really looks like, their minds break. The few who have glimpsed it describe seeing strange lights or patterns that defy logic, the deadlights. The deadlights are the truest form of Pennywise, and they exist outside of the physical world. Anyone who stares into them for too long loses their sanity, trapped in a state between life and death. This concept is classic Stephen King, blending cosmic horror with psychological terror. It's not just that Pennywise kills you, it consumes your soul through fear itself.
They showed me the past.
The arrival in Derry. When it landed on Earth, Derry did not yet exist. Over millions of years, life evolved, humans appeared, and eventually a small settlement was built right on top of where it had crashed. This wasn't a coincidence. It suggested that Derry's creation, and even its prosperity, were subtly influenced by Pennywise. The town was born in darkness, shaped by the creature sleeping beneath it. Throughout Derry's history, horrible tragedies have occurred roughly every 27 years. Massive fires, mysterious disappearances, and violent massacres, all events that coincide with Pennywise's feeding cycles. The entity awakens every few decades, feasts on fear, and then returns to hibernation, leaving the town to forget what really happened. It's as if Derry itself is part of Pennywise, a living organism that protects its monster. King describes Derry as a place where the veil between realities is thin. It's almost as if Pennywise's presence warps reality around it. Adults overlook the strange events that happen in town. People disappear, and no one seems to care. Children are mutilated, and the townsfolk move on as if nothing happened. This collective blindness is part of Pennywise's power. It feeds on ignorance as much as it feeds on fear.
Beep, beep, Richie.
The power of fear. Pennywise doesn't just eat flesh. It eats fear. The creature claims that frightened flesh tastes better because fear seasons the soul. This is why Pennywise targets children. They're easier to terrify, more imaginative, and more vulnerable to supernatural manipulation. It can shape-shift into whatever its victim fears most. For one person, it may appear as a leper. For another, a monstrous bird, or even a loved one turned grotesque. The clown form is simply a tool, an archetype of childhood innocence turned into nightmare. It's no accident that Pennywise's favorite form is something that should be harmless. That's the essence of the horror. Something meant to bring joy becomes the harbinger of death. The idea of fear as sustenance also ties Pennywise to the concept of belief. The creature's power waxes and wanes depending on how much people believe in it. This becomes crucial when the Losers Club, the group of children who eventually confront Pennywise, realize that faith and imagination are their greatest weapons. The same energy that gives Pennywise power can also destroy it. The enemy, Maturin the Turtle. In the cosmic mythology of Stephen King's universe, Pennywise is not alone. It has a counterpart, a being known as Maturin the Turtle. Maturin is a benevolent entity, a guardian of creation who represents order and balance, whereas Pennywise embodies chaos and destruction. According to legend, Maturin vomited up the universe, creating existence itself. Where Pennywise consumes and destroys, Maturin creates and nurtures. The turtle and it are part of a greater struggle that spans across King's works, especially the Dark Tower series, which serves as the backbone of his fictional multiverse. Pennywise, in essence, is one of many servants of the greater evil known as the Crimson King, a being who seeks to bring down the Dark Tower, the structure that holds all realities together. This connection transforms Pennywise from a simple monster into something much larger, a cosmic parasite that represents the darkness lurking at the edges of creation. The battle between Maturin and it reflects a timeless struggle between light and dark, creation and destruction, love and fear. The Ritual of Chud. When the Losers Club finally confront Pennywise, they learn about an ancient metaphysical confrontation known as the Ritual of Chud. It's not a physical fight, but a spiritual and mental one, a battle of wills across dimensions. During the ritual, the participants engage with the true form of it in the macroverse, where they attempt to trap its essence through belief and imagination. In the book, Bill Denbrough, one of the losers, uses this ritual to weaken Pennywise by laughing in its face, an act of courage that strips away its power. Fear gives Pennywise strength, so courage takes it away. The ritual ends with the losers defeating it and forcing it into dormancy, though they know it will eventually return. When they reunite as adults 27 years later, they face the creature again, this time confronting not only the monster, but their own lost innocence. In both timelines, Pennywise is undone not by violence or weapons, but by unity, love, and the rejection of fear. That's the real heart of the story. The cosmic perspective. Stephen King has hinted that Pennywise is one of many beings that exist beyond human understanding, entities from the macroverse that interact with our world in strange, horrifying ways. The Deadlights, the macroverse, and Maturin the Turtle are all part of the same metaphysical system that connects to the Dark Tower, which unites nearly all of King's novels into one grand mythology. In that cosmic context, Pennywise can be seen as a fragment of universal evil, a parasite feeding on the fears of sentient beings across dimensions. It's not unique to Derry, it's just stuck there, bound by the place where it landed. This might explain why the creature can be destroyed physically in the novel's ending, because it's not truly killed, only its earthly projection is erased.
Time to float.
The psychological symbolism. Beyond the cosmic lore, Pennywise also represents something deeply human, the power of fear itself. The clown is a metaphor for trauma, repression, and the monsters that dwell in childhood memories. Derry is a place where evil festers because people refuse to acknowledge it. Adults turn away, pretending not to see, allowing the darkness to thrive. That's why only the children, the ones who still believe in monsters, can face it. Stephen King once said that it was his attempt to create a monster that contained all other monsters. Pennywise is the embodiment of every fear we carry from childhood into adulthood. The fear of death, of being alone, of growing up, of losing innocence. That's why it never really dies. Even when the losers defeat it, the memory of Pennywise lingers, just like fear itself. Conclusion. So, where did Pennywise come from? The answer is both cosmic and personal. On one level, it's an ancient alien from the macroverse, a timeless predator that feeds on fear and manipulates reality. On another level, Pennywise is the embodiment of human dread, a manifestation of everything we're too afraid to confront. Whether you see it as a cosmic being or a symbol of inner darkness, the truth is the same. Pennywise will always be there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for fear to return. Because fear never truly dies, it just hides, waiting to wake again.